So I needed me and me back then.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started, I gained that confidence back.
Yeah.
I think maybe 2 weeks after that I was able to drag my knee around the cone. I said, if I'm feeling this way,
Yes.
I know that other females are feeling this way too. So, and I know that there's like a lot of riding groups out there. I know that there's a lot of female riding groups out there.
Of course.
But I wanted an all-female group.
Okay.
And even our group rides, I really don't like the men to go with us.
Because it is a female, so you do have mascara unless they wear mascara. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, my husband wore a wig, girlfriend. He had to wear a wig on one of these rides, like at the infancy of me starting the group.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way that you're going to be able to go ride with us if you put on a wig. And he did, and I have pictures. I'll give them to you so you can put them up on the YouTube video. He looked fabulous.
That's funny. That's funny.
But a lot of the female riders or the riding groups, they always allow the men to come.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking bad about men, but they're on a different level.
Of course they are.
Than we are. You know, the men are just like, oh, I'm gonna get a prize at the end of this ride, rah, you know. And females are like, oh, hey girls, I just saw a patch of flowers. Let's like make a U-turn and go take pictures. You know, it's just like a whole different vibe.
Not that females cannot ride aggressive.
Correct.
You know, and again, you know, empowerment, inclusivity, you know, especially in the sports and stuff like that. But I get the point what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like going to shopping for a dress, you know, versus going to shop with a guy for pants. It's like two different worlds.
Right.
You know, we're getting the pants, we're out. Right. You go with a female, oh, look at this one. This one fits like this, you know.
Yeah.
So, yes, there's definitely a different approach to that.
And I wanted females to feel empowered.
Yeah.
You don't have to ride with your husband, boyfriend, significant other.
Yes.
You can do this on your own. And that was the whole mission of the group. I don't allow any men. We do have co-ed rides, but it's very, very minimal, and it has to be approved, what we call approved peens.
Okay.
We already know their riding style. We know that they're going to be able to take it easy. They're not going to be hot dogging, showboating, wheelies, you know.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I love it.
No, I love it too. Like I love that. But it's also personally, and I speak from personal experience, it can be intimidating.
Yes.
You know, it can be intimidating riding with seasoned riders, you know, the guys that, you know, are on 1299s and you know, these super, super fast bikes, and they've been riding for 30, 40 years, you know. It's like me getting on a bike next to, I don't know, Mark Marquez, you know. I'd be like, you know, I'm coming. I got little legs. Yeah, would you? And I think even a guy rider would be intimidated.
Right.
You know, so I want to kind of put that in perspective. You know, as a female rider, I mean, we can ride fast. We can push ourselves. I'm not saying we can't, but it is somewhat intimidating when you're riding next to someone at that caliber.
Right.
You know, and I'm using him as an experience. I mean, I would be probably intimidating riding next to, I don't know, Kayla Jakob. You know, it's like, I don't know if I can keep riding the same bike, but it's not like the same level at all.
Right.
So yeah, I get it. I get it.
I just want to make sure that they feel empowered. And then the newer riders are just like, but I've never been on a group ride.
Yes, yes. The formation, you know, of course.
I'm afraid, you know. So now, ever since my second accident, instead of leading, I'm in the tail.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that, you know, that the newer rider is in front of me, so that I can give her constructive criticism when we stop. Like, hey, you know, I noticed you did this, or I noticed that you did that. And not all the time. It's more of just a safety. I want to make sure that you're okay.
Personal experience, and I value that kind of criticism even myself, because there's times where I'll do something, I don't know why, I can turn tight in any corner, and then it will be that one corner, and I'm so wide, like I'm riding a semi. And my husband were like, well, what happened? You know what? I don't know. It just happened.
Right, right. You're not going to be perfect in every single corner.
Yes.
But the beauty of it, though, is if you can giggle about it after, you know, you're like, ugh.
But then I'm riding and I'm like, what happened? What did I do? What really happened? I don't know. It just happened.
It's a full body and mind experience when you're riding these things. You know, like when you're in your car, sometimes I get home and I'm like,
how did I get here?
How did I get home? You know?
I know.
But on the bike, you know every single step that you took to get home. We also have lot days for the group. And lot days literally consist of, I'll either take my Grom out to like a random parking lot. My other admin from the group will take her Grom, or just ride your bike in.
Yeah.
We're going to set up cones for like emergency stopping. We're going to do the figure eights, just to go back to the basics. It's always good to go back to the basics when you're, even if you're 15 years in, go back to the basics so that you can humble yourself and remember that these are the steps that you had to take in order to get to where you're at now.
It's so funny, when I was in Austin out at MotoGP,
I'm Elizabeth with VuduMoto. I have a
I asked
question.
the question, what's so different about the Dakota track?
Such a unique
And what they responded,
to the other
and
tracks.
it was really
Course,
like
global
interesting
course.
to me, because these ones are professionals. You know, they it's in their DNA.
Yeah.
You know, to respond and say, not every lap is the same. It's the same track.
Yeah.
You know, going back to every corner, it doesn't matter how many times you take that same corner, every time you take it, it will be different. So it's great. I'm really happy and very empowered with the things that you're doing for the females. You know, it's very cool to have a space where they can actually feel comfortable.
Yes.
You know, it's nice to know that you're actually fixing the crown and not taking it down.
Thank you.
You know, so that alone speaks volume. You know, speaks volume. And for everything that you've been through, so now you ride. What do you ride now? What is the bike?
A CF Moto 800 NK.
Okay.
And
Still
I
big.
love it.
Still big boy.
Still big boy. It keeps me honest. I mean, I tuned it, so it's a little bit more horsepower, but not by much.
Okay.
We like to go to the mountains, so it's like the perfect mountain bike.
Okay.
Here in Florida, I do miss the power of the S1000 that I had.
Yeah.
But again, I sit into the bike.
Yeah.
I feel one with it again, and that's very important. Don't just get a bike because everybody else is getting that same bike.
Yes.
It's like shoes. You can get the same pair of sneakers that are going to be great on your feet and not have to spend $500 just because everybody has the new Jordans.
Yeah.
You know, that's the same principle with bikes. Just because everybody has whatever brand doesn't mean that that's the one that you're going to, you know, fit with.
Yeah.
You have to fit with it, because the best relationship that you're going to have is when you do become one with that bike, and I'm a firm believer in that.
So I did a little bit backwards. You know, I've been riding for 20 years. I stopped for about 7, and you know, life happened, career happened, you know, demand happened. Let's put it that way. So, and maybe even a fear a little bit. And I'm gonna say this: the 7 years of me not riding, not just in my career happened. I was developing my career in corporate America. But also because phones happen, texting,
Yes.
you know, so it was a different environment. And I'm saying this because there's a lot of females, you know, a lot of even males that want to get on a bike and want to ride, or they see on a bike and go, oh, that's cool, I wanted to ride. My husband taught me how to ride on his bike. That's how we met. We met in Michigan. Working in a factory, so I seen a bike parked outside, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder whose bike this is." I always knew I wanted to ride, and I'm saying this because I started backwards. I didn't take the class first. I learned how to ride first, then I taken the class.
My husband as well. He taught me how to ride before I took the class, which honestly I appreciated it more because it kind of, I wasn't as nervous taking the course.
Intimidating, yeah.
And actually I was top 3 in a class of 8, and I'm like, how did I get here? But you know, just learning on the grass,
yes,
which I mean, I'm a fan of, like, please, because you're going to deal with all different types of terrains.
Yes.
Just because there's grass doesn't mean that you can't go on there. Mm-hmm. Just because there's sand, you just got to take it a little easy. That's all.
It's different type of bikes, and like you were saying, you know, if you want to ride, you know, and you don't have nobody supporting you, maybe start with the class first. Start with that first. See how you feel with that, and then get with a group like your own.
Yeah.
You know, try to see if this is the right fit for you, and it's more mellow, I guess, not so intimidating. So I think that would be good for any female thinking out there to ride. And one thing I have to say, and you probably will agree with me, if you're thinking about riding, the helmet is probably one of the most important things you can do yourself. And
absolutely.
has to fit right.
Yes.
So that's important. There's many brands out there. You know, you can just go to Cycle Gear or whatever and then just try some on. Leathers or jacket, riding jacket, because you do not want to pick the
gravel,
asphalt and gravel out of your skin.
No, it's
yeah,
it's not fun, and sometimes it causes me concern. You know, there's a lot of girls out there, and I'm not talking crap.
No. We respect.
You know,
if this is what you do, that's your prerogative.
Right.
But take it from someone who actually been through 2 horrific accidents, and to see my boots, you know, to see, you know, the blue, I know, blue purple that stayed for 2 months.
Absolutely.
You know, I still, like, when I touch, like here, because I had the boots and the peg came in, it's still sore. And the accident happened in January.
Yeah.
You know, my shoulder and all that. So I get it.
I cringe when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see, you know, these women who have like a little bikini and shorts, and again, I'm not talking crap, but it just takes one jerk,
yes,
to jump in front of you, or a dog, or you to hit a patch of gravel. I mean, there's so many different things.
You can hit
leaves.
Leaves. So when you ride these street bikes, and this is, you know, for you guys that maybe are out there and thinking about riding, you know, pothole.
Yes.
Something on the road, like when we were riding, I don't know if it was a nail or a piece of gravel or something, and my front tire literally just like did this, you know. I mean,
makes you pucker.
It makes you, hell yeah, everything puckers. Let me tell you, I wasn't sure, but I knew I hit something that I didn't see. I mean, it's scary.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're going fast or slow. Like my accident happened, I was maybe doing 35. I was in the turn, you know, making a right turn.
20 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, and obviously, like, if you're going 130, everything is just going by you, zooming past
it comes
you.
up so fast.
Yes, it does.
You know.
Yes, it does.
You know, we done some speeding.
Yeah.
You know, but it is so. You have to be aware of everything and everyone around you.
Yeah. So that beautiful skin isn't going to be beautiful anymore if you hit that pavement. So, you know, to each their own. We all understand the risks that are involved when we throw our legs over this bike. And I'm a true believer that every time you do throw your leg over the bike, you're going to learn something about the bike and yourself as a rider.
Yeah.
So try to eliminate all the conflicts that you may encounter when you're on the road. Dress for the ride or the slide, not the ride.
Yeah.
You want to take pretty pictures? Park it somewhere.
Take your jacket off.
Take your gear off, whatever, and then take those pretty pictures.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, I cringe, and maybe it's because I'm older and I have a daughter and a granddaughter now, you know, that I'm thinking about them.
Yes.
And my daughter was all shook up from my accident.
Of
so,
course.
you know,
it impacts the family.
Yes.
It impacts you. You know, my sister, I don't have any kids, but like my sister, my brother, even my mom, you know, they were very scared, you know, and of course my husband too, you know, he was ahead of me, you know, and it was just, it was a very scary, my helmet hit the ground, and so you can see all the stuff, you know, and that's another thing, you know, not going fast, you know, when I cringe when I see girls or guys with no helmet, like, I can't, again, to each its own, not talking crap, but it really scares me.
Stuck with me. Why wouldn't you want your noggin to be intact? You know, like that's like the central. You know, that's your computer.
That's your computer, exactly.
So why are you gonna mess up your computer? You know. So yes, make sure that the helmet is snug. You know, put your fingers
Yep.
through the sides. If there's a lot of space,
that's not a right fit.
That's not the right
I
fit.
lost,
Go down.
I lost weight, so I had a Rossi helmet. I love my helmets. It's yellow. It's bright. It's like cool. And it had these, because I have light eyes and blue eyes, so the light really bothers me. So you'll see me most of the time with my sunglasses and darker helmets, so visor. So this one had like the glasses that drop down.
Yeah.
So like, I almost felt like I was, I don't know, flying an airplane or something, because it was just cool. Look at me. But so I lost weight, and I was riding, and the next thing you know, the helmet just started coming down, 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 down. I was like, oh no! So I kept on pushing back, and like the next day we went to the Easy store, and I got another helmet. But those are also things that I was like, what happened? Like, what is going on?
No, just make sure it's secure. You don't want it too tight.
You don't want it too tight. You don't want to cut off the circulation.
Yeah. So if you do, like I've always been a medium. Since I started, I've always been a medium, and I don't know, maybe my head shrunk. But I wear Voss helmets now, and I love them because of the quick release.
Yeah.
So I've always had the mediums, but I noticed that if I didn't wear my balaclava, it was kind of swimming, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I have now gone down to a small, and it was almost it's too tight. So here's my recommendation. Take off your earrings, ladies.
Yes, that's a very important, and sorry, your jewelry too.
Yeah.
Don't ride with your gold rings, metal rings, or whatever.
My rubber ring.
I made that mistake, and thank God we were able to take it off. But yeah, so if you haven't gathered anything from this talk, this conversation, this real atmosphere here, if you're thinking about riding, you're not sure what bike to get, I started with a Gixxer 600. She started on a gram on grass. So, but what we're trying to say is the most important thing that you can do is get yourself some good gear.
Yes.
You have a variety over there. It doesn't have to be $500 leather pants.
No.
There is amazing things out there that do protect you. You can ride with mesh jackets, you can ride with leather jackets. Pants, like she has these pants on as well, so definitely something to think about and something to invest in. So boots are important. To me, I always rode with shorties, and it's so ironic that I bought Alpinestars boots that are actually tall boots, and when the thing hit the peg hit here, I think if I would have had shorties, it would have been a lot worse. Anyways, so let's go back to your group. So
Mascara and Motorcycles.
Mascara Motorcycles, yes. So
I started it.
What year did you start that?
24.
2024.
2024.
Okay.
I had on another local group ride or riding group. I had posted any ladies.
Yeah.
And before I even started the group, it was just any
ladies.
I don't want to ride with the men. I have my own hunk at home that I ride with. But any ladies want to ride, let me know. I'm gonna show up at this spot.
Yeah.
And whoever shows up, we're just gonna go a ride.
Okay.
4 other girls showed up that day.
Nice.
And we rode, and we did the postcard tour. If you haven't done that in Orlando, it's actually pretty fun, but go early.
Okay.
As early as you can.
So tell me about that. So the downtown where it says Orlando, that little sign.
Downtown Orlando, they have the postcard murals.
Yes, so I done that with Ducati Club, like the We Ride as One.
Yeah.
So we kind of all parked the bikes there. So that is cool, like okay.
Yeah. So I took those girls, and I started a group, and I just, women just started, following and requesting to join the group. We're 2026, and we are now 8,100 worldwide.
Nice.
And I've even had to assign what I call duchesses. I have a duchess in Colorado. I have a duchess in Arizona. And those roles, plus it gets them involved in the community too.
Yes.
Making new friends. creating rides
Yes.
so that they can empower women. So it's almost like we're paying it forward every single time. When I was in my accident in the hospital, the nurses that took care of me, I was talking about it so much. I've actually taught 2 of them how to ride.
How cool.
I don't know if it was the painkillers or what, but I guess I made it look so romantic that they're like, oh, I want to do that, So
she's over here with a broken leg, bones sticking out, but hey, we want to do this.
Yeah. They're like, you're going to ride again? I'm like, oh yeah, if I could ride like out of the hospital, I probably would, but I can't.
Yeah.
That's just the passion for it. And I know that, there's other females that want to too, and they feel intimidated, and I hate that because men, it's a man's sport. But
a lot of the things in the world is a man's environment.
Right.
And we're talking about man's sport. Europe has the world's has the motorcycle racing, but it's women only. Yes. So they're ahead. And of course Europe, it's different countries,
Right.
It's kind of like US, so it's very dominant there. You have F1, Formula F1 now that has females in the sport. So to me, yes, it's a male-dominant world in these kind of sports, but I think that the females are finding their niche. I almost
Yes.
want to say their inclusivity.
Yes.
I think more than anything, they're being included in these because it is a machine
correct.
that you control. And females fly fighter jets. I see them. So,
Yes, they do.
And
we're breaking barriers every
Yes.
single day. Look at Kayla.
yes.
Breaking those barriers, being
Yeah.
the first woman to win. I mean, that's
To stand a podium. I mean, that was, to break that. And there's just a little impact that females are leaving. What about the women of, like yourself, you're a paralegal, women that are doctors, that ride motorcycles, that are, different walks of life,
Right.
women that, like myself, that was a refugee that came to this country, and then you build your career working in corporate America, but yet your passion is, you go from a suit, to, oversee people to go on a bike,
You go from a controlled environment
Yes.
to an uncontrolled environment.
So to find your voice in something that you really
Yes.
and it's so years back when my husband used to say to me, I just want to go ride, and I told him, I said, what is this guy talking about, just want to go ride? What does this mean, just want to go ride? Now I totally get it. On a drive over here, it's about a 15-minute drive from my home to here, and in the car I could literally envision myself with the helmet on and feel like going to the trees, when
Yes.
the sun just hits the trees, and I rolled the window down and I could hear the breeze. I that is so therapeutic.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, after all that noise and all that demand, being mothers, being sisters, being that significant other, and things that you're mentally struggling with,
Right.
and that's another story. Is what does riding actually do for you?
Right.
And empowering other women and doing something for others. And
I love that.
And if this talk here can at least bring one of you out to her.
Come on.
Yep. And you don't have to ride. You can drive and just meet the girls.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that would be cool.
A few of the girls have actually driven to our lot days, and then they'll just jump on the Grom or out. I'm a very giving person, so I just want you to feel comfortable. And any questions, anything I can do to help, ease you into, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Because even though we are in a man's world, we can still do what the men do.
Yep.
And we look cuter on bikes. I'm sorry. Like, you guys are
hotter. She was sexy.
hotter. Yeah. Bottom line is, don't think or feel intimidated that you can't, because you can. It's just unfamiliar. That's all.
And another personal perspective too. Once you get to start your own bike, you know, to put the gear on, start your own bike, and you rev it.
Yes.
That excitement, you know, gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
It is really something that I enjoy. So when we're taking off somewhere, I just do boom, 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 boom. I love it.
Or going under a bridge.
Yeah,
and
yes,
it goes.
yes.
I used to feel, and I still do every once in a while, I feel like a superhero
Yeah.
when I'm getting my gear. Because, you know, like Superman had to go into the telephone booth and change his clothes, you know?
That's right, that's right.
That's how I feel, like Superwoman.
It's
you
like
know?
your armor, your little secret power, your little, the coolest part is if you park your bike, and I gotta tell you this because I lived through it too, and I'm sure you had this happen to you too. And you park your bike, nobody knows that it was your bike, and then you're the one walking up to it, and then you'll have guys, you ride this?
All the time. All the time. Yep.
Yep. So it is, I enjoy, I think it's something that finds, help me heal.
Yes.
You know, through my, more than any therapy, I think that could help me. I think I would have spent a lot more money on therapists than I have on motorcycles and the gear combined.
That's true. That's true.
And,
it's your way of just letting go of the day-to-day.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I'll drive to work because it's like raining hard in the morning or something like that. But once I leave work, it's such a beautiful day that I'll park my car and, you know, throw on all my gear and literally just go for a quick ride by myself. No music, just me. I know the route that I want to take. You know, I don't have a destination in mind. It's just me, my bike, the road.
Yes.
Period.
That connection.
Yeah. And even when I was down and I couldn't ride, I'd go and, you know, wheelchair out to the garage, open, talk to the bike. It's okay. We're going to do this again.
That is so funny because I done that. I literally done that. I went in the garage and I'm like, I lift up the, you know, the cover on the bike and I'm like, I miss you so much.
Turn it on and give it a rev. See, I'm still here. I'm gonna take you out soon. You know, it's funny how this object, it's not living, it's not breathing,
but you connect with it. For you, it's everything.
Yeah. It's an extension of yourself.
We went to pick up the panel for my, you know, the last, I say panel, it's a fairing, the left side fairing. So it took some time to get it from Italy. When I tell you that I was almost in tears going there because now my bike is going to be, you know, Jose put all the carbon on there for me. And, you know, it's like this final piece of puzzle is coming together. You know, the bike is ready. I'm not, but that just gives me such a satisfaction that, you know, my baby's back together.
It gives you something to look forward to.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
We're getting there, and you'll take her out and wash her and put her back, you know.
Yes. So I really enjoy this. I'm so happy and so proud, touched by things that you've been through in such a short period of time, guys. If you recall, she did say at the beginning that, you know, she started riding, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
So, and to live through these traumatic experiences and to sit here and to start a group, you know, to encourage the females, you know, to ride her bike back with the boot.
Everybody looked at me crazy. I'm like, really?
So, you know, and to be here to push, encourage, and inspire more females to ride, it's very touching. It's very inspiring.
Thank you. I appreciate
So
that.
I am so glad that we met.
Likewise, look how things happen in life. We weren't supposed to meet.
No, we actually met through a mutual friend, and we were here at this spot. This is the reason why we're here today as well. And our friend Jessica, she was getting ready to get married, and she got married here. So. And this is how we got introduced. And we said, you know what? We got to talk about this because this can definitely inspire other females and other people to do this.
Yes.
So
if you're thinking about it, if you're scared, I'm sure you have at least one friend that rides. Ask them their advice, their point of view. Try to reach out to somebody who you know has a smaller CC bike, like a Grom. Like right now, I'm teaching girls. They've never ridden, don't have a bike. The lesson is we're going to learn that clutch.
We're going to learn that brake. That was my first lesson.
we're gonna learn the functions of this bike going absolutely 0 miles per hour. You need to understand what it is that you're doing. This bike community is supportive.
But from my experience, you know, with the Ducati of Central Florida, with the guys that I ride with when we go on these group rides, you know, it's very inspiring. They're very supportive. You know, so it's really a good feeling to be part of that.
Yes.
You know, to talk about the bikes and you don't have to know everything. I mean, nobody does. You know, but if you want to learn, there is definitely people who can help you. And if you can always comment below on the channel and let us know what you want to know, and then we can maybe help or put you in touch with someone who can help.
Absolutely.
There is definitely community out there.
Yeah.
So,
and you get to meet a lot of good people.
Yes.
You get to meet these friends for life, if you will.
Yes.
You guys have, maybe you're different in everything else in life, but that one little connection with the motorcycles is a beautiful thing. And I've never experienced it. I've been on this earth almost 44 years.
Yeah.
And when I started riding is when I felt like I met the right people.
Passion.
Same passion,
drive,
same passion, same drive, same hobby.
Yeah.
You know, after a ride or after a pull, and we stop and we, you know, we're talking and we're excited.
Yeah.
And oh my God, did you see me go through that corner? And
it's refreshing. It's refreshing. It's something that, you know, you kind of unplug from your daily.
Yes.
I want to say routine, you know, and anybody working in a corporate America or even in these very high demanding jobs, you know exactly what I'm talking about when you just need that me time, like you said. Just that, let me do this for myself. And if anything, you know, do it for yourself. Don't do it to impress anyone. Do this for yourself.
That's the wrong way to do it.
Yes.
Don't do it for anybody else or the gram or the views and the clicks. No. Do it for yourself, because you're going to learn more, you're going to grow more, and that passion is just going to get bigger and bigger.
And bigger. And then you want to be like, I don't want just one bike, I want multiple bikes. That is a good problem to have.
Yeah. Expensive, but it's a good problem to have.
Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and let us comment down below if you have any questions. You know, we're here to help. And
I'm on Instagram, Ride with Drea.
yeah, Ride with Drea. So thank you guys.